Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at the Motorhome Caravan and Holiday Home Show in Harrogate and I'm here to look at these. This is the new Bailey Adamo range for 2025 and there are certainly a few changes. Now we actually have 4 of the 5 layouts here today, so we'll go through these and take a look. So what do we need to know about the Bailey Adamo? Well, lengthwise these motorhomes start at 6.1 metres, which is this one, and they go all the way down to 7.4 metres, which we'll see down there. Price-wise, prices start at £76,000 and go up to £80,000. So if you're looking for a motorhome in that price point, these might be for you. The Bailey Adamo, it is based on the Ford. We can see here the dark grey cab, the Ford front, the nice big badge on the front, and then reaching up we can see the styling of the Adamo motorhome. Now the good thing with these is all the Bailey Adamos are 3.5 tonne motorhomes gross vehicle weight, so you can drive them on your category B. We've got the Adamo name there and then a front sunroof up there with the Bailey embossed in it. Now coming down, let's go down the near side first of all. So we've got the black Ford alloy wheels to complement it quite nicely, and then we can see the decals for 2025. So coming down we've got this blue finish to them, the Adamo here in the white, continuing down with a mix of the white and the blue. Now this one we can see it embossed here is the 60-2, so the 62 model. This one here, this is the 2-berth. This is the smallest of them all together. As I say, 3.5 tonnes, but you're getting quite a generous payload on here, 673 kilos. Let's have a move around here. So at the back here on the Adamo, we've got the Bailey badge, the Adamo name, there is a rear view camera, and then we've got the pre-installation for the 2-lay bike rack if you were to fit that. We can see the light cluster here as well for this season. Now, what we'll do is we'll just have a walk around and have a look at the offside before we go in, and just so we can see the features that you are going to be getting on the Bailey Adamo. Now obviously on the model they may vary slightly, but it'll give us some idea as we go around. So we can see here we have got the vent for the Truma air-blown heating. This is where you're going to keep your gas canister. If you see the LPG on a box like this, that's where you're going to be keeping your gas. And then coming round, we've got our, if I'm going to open this up, our whale water filling point here. And then they do have, see if this is open or not, I won't force that, they do have small garages on these and they get bigger as the range goes along. Right, let's go inside the 62 and take a look at this 2-berth layout inside. So come on. Follow me. Right, I'll open this up. Now, we've got the one-piece door, we've got the window in there. You do get the concertina blind, and there is a bin as well. The awning light above there, and there is a solar panel on the roof as well. Let's go in. So stepping into the new Adamo for 2025. I'll venture up straight away into the cab. Now we can see here the colour scheme. This is sort of I'd say it's almost like a very dark blue is the colour I'd describe it as, and then we've got this finish here and Bailey embossed in the seat as well. Up front we've got the large infotainment system of the Ford here, the automatic gearbox, and then our multifunctional steering wheel. So we've got a nice front end of the cab. Standing up, there's that big sunroof that I mentioned outside with blind and Adamo embossed there. And then coming back, now this one has got the drop-down bed, as we can see here. And then we've got the lounge seats as well in this area. Now what I like about this is you have got a nice area to relax. Although it's a small and compact motorhome, you've got a nice amount of space here. There's a good width as well between these 2 spaces. There will be a table within the motorhome to put here so you can sit and eat at. So a nice amount of space for relaxation. Now moving round, as well as that drop-down bed, we then move into this kitchen area. Now this motorhome doesn't have a fixed bed, it has got that drop-down but not a fixed bed. So what we're getting is quite a good sized kitchen for a motorhome. Nice amount of worktop space here. An additional flap as well. That's a real bonus. A lot of the UK manufacturers do tend to use that as opposed to some of the European ones. We've got the control for the Truma, cupboards for storage, Thetford oven and grill, and we've got here an electric plate and gas burners as well for whether you're on or off grid. I'll just see if we can get into these. Yes, we can. There we go, so we can see in there. And then the splashback as well. All the windows have got blinds and fly screens. Coming over to the near side, there's a control panel somewhere for the television to go. And then we've got a Thetford compressor fridge and freezer. This runs solely off electric. It does not run off gas. So this is an electric device. There is some wardrobe space here. Imagine we might find no, we don't find the table in here. We find an aerial and we find some cupboard storage. That's quite handy. And moving back in the 62, we've got a rear washroom. Let's have a look in here. So this space, you have to step up, so I'll do that. So stepping up. Now let's start in the near side corner. If you want to head into there, this is our onboard shower. So we can see in there the size of the shower cubicle. It's got that nice finish to it as well. This is also on the Alicanto Grande Deluxe range, that nice sort of finish there that we can see. And then as we come across, there's our sink, some storage, nice size mirror. And then I'll move over here. We've got cupboard space here. So this is a wardrobe. You can see in there some shelving. The Thetford swivel toilet. A window at the back, not frosted, so you would have to have that, probably the blind closed a lot of the time. And more of a higher toilet, so you just have to manoeuvre your way around there. But that equally is what allows us to have some storage space underneath when we saw that rear small garage door. I'll close that up. Right, let me just wander out. I'll close the door as we go. Right, so there we go. That's the 60-2. Let's move on now. Now this is the 69-4. So again, we can see the exterior here, the same colour scheme as we've seen before, so we don't need to do all that. On the 69-4, so this is 4 berth, it has 4 travel seats. Price wise, this one's 78,000, 3.5 tonnes, payload 425 kilos, and this one is just under 7 metres long. A few changes here. We can see the whale water point here, toilet cassette point. I think all these garages are potentially going to be locked, so I'm not able to get in those. But we do get a garage space on this motorhome, which is always very handy. So there's the exterior. Let's go and take a look at this layout. So come on, I'll open this up. Right, let's dive in. Here we go. Right, now, a few changes on board in here, as we can see as we go in. This one's benefiting from the fixed table. I'll just open this up. So you can see here, this does fold out. It does move underneath. You can slide it and then slide this around. Huge, huge table. That's massive. So nice table there. And then we've got a good lounge area. Again, this one hasn't got a fixed bed, but we've got a nice amount of seating area. So I'm presuming this is going to convert into a bed. And then up here, we have a drop-down bed again. So we've got the drop-down bed for on an evening. And then we'll move this way between ourselves. And this is into the kitchen. On this model, again, plenty of worktop space, the flap, this nice splashback finish, gas burner and electric plate, the oven, and then onto the near side, the great big tower fridge freezer again. A little bit of storage here. Let's see what's in there. A little bit of a small cupboard, shall we say. And then moving back, I've got this washroom. Now this one's a little bit different to the one we saw before. And this one, we've got the sink here in the corner. We have a mirrored cabinet, storage here, Thetford toilet. And again, we've got a window in the bathroom here on the near side. Again, you do get a blind, but not frosted. And then moving round, there's a nice amount of space here to get changed. This is the garage that we couldn't get into. I don't know if you want to poke your head in there. Now, that's the garage space. So that is accessible from the exterior. Unfortunately, it's locked, so I can't do that. But it gives you a good idea. Now, that is great for taking your bits with you in your motorhome. And you can access it from inside, which is a bonus as well. So if it's a wet day and you're wanting to pack up, you don't necessarily have to go outside. Shower cubicle, that is in the corner here on the off side. You do get a shower screen, it's just there. So I'll step in if you like, and then it gives you an idea, perspective. I'll go in with my backpack on. Many of you will notice I've got that strapped to me like a turtle shell. So here we go, gives you an idea. It's not massive, but to be fair, for motorhome showers are often not the biggest spaces. Not bad, loads of headroom, absolutely loads, no problem in terms of height. Right, nice. I do like as well, if we look downwards before we get out, I like this dark coloured flooring. And again, here as well, the grey colour scheme here. I like it. Right, I'll close the door and we'll move on to number 3. So we've got another 2 to go. As I say, there's one missing. And I think that's the twin bed one that's not here. Right, let's venture on. So next one, the Adamo 75-4i. So this is 4-berth, this is an island bed. Again, we can see the exterior, the external graphics on this one. And this one has got a garage door here on the near side. Let's see if we can get into this. Yes, we can get into this one. So I'll wait for you to trot back around and you can come and join me over here. So Jules there is showing you the offside of this model, the Adamo 75-4i. This one is £79,000. It's still 3.5 tonnes. Payload 354 kilos on this one. So that payload is starting to go down. And this one is 7 metres and 48 centimetres in length. So that is the garage space you're going to have. It has got this sort of fabric finish. There is a light in here as well, but a good size garage. Right, let's shut that up. I'll close that just so it doesn't blow open in the winds. Let's have a look inside. As far as I know, there's nobody in it. This one might be the one that I couldn't actually get the lights to come on, so it might be a little bit dark, but let's go and take a look. In we go. Right, now because this one, although it's 7 metres and 48, so quite a long motorhome, this one has a fixed bed. So the result of having the fixed bed is the lounge area does shrink. So it might be you're a couple, it might be that you are a family of 4. It is 4-berth, it has 4 travel seats. We've got a sofa there, and then we've got the sofa area here as well on the offside. We've got the huge folding table, which you've already seen. You can see here it's in a slightly different position. These do move. It does also collapse, as far as I'm aware, on that sort of periscope bit there. We can see the cab, the Ford cab with the automatic. This one does not have the drop-down bed because we have got the island bed. So this will convert into a double, and that's why, as far as I'm aware, that will drop down. Then you'll use the cushions to make this a double bed, but plenty of headroom because we haven't got the island bed. I'll just see if we can have a look in one of these cupboards as well. That'll be handy. So this is one of the cupboards. You can see there the aerials coming into this cupboard. These do have a solar panel as well on the roof. I'll shut that up. Right, and then move back. So the kitchen's the same, still got the flap. A little bit different in terms of the drawers. We've got a little bit of difference here. Still got this finish, and then coming onto the near side, still got the compressor fridge from Thetford. Good size, that's your freezer compartment there. Television bracket and our control panel as well. Now, this one has got a centre washroom. Let's have a look at that next. So coming through, over on the offside of the motorhome, there is our shower cubicle. It's got that nice finish to it again, little sunroof, somewhere to hang your towel. And then you can see there the 2 plugs and the amount of floor space, and there is a shower screen. The washroom and the toilet is on the near side. So what you do get is this door, which will come across. Right, I'll let you come that way. That will come across and it will close to give you privacy as well into this area. So there we can see the Thetford toilet. We've got here our sink, the mirrored cabinet, again a window that's not frosted but does have a blind, and the slightly raised toilet again. So there we go, and there's some hooks as well, just up here for putting towels as well. You can see those there. So this door, on the night time, when you want privacy to have a shower, you can close this. I'll just show you. So it will close all the way across and give you that sort of separated space. If you're using it as a 4-berth, there's also a second screen here for privacy. So if you've got people sleeping up there who need to use the loo in the night, you can pull this across and it'll separate your bedroom space. Right, let's dive up and have a look at the island bed. So rear island bed, got the headboard, the brown finisher there on the wood. We've got 2 little LED lights. There is a USB charger. Yeah, there's one in each, I can feel that. So 2 USB chargers, little side wardrobes you can see in there. You can put your clothes in the bottom as well. You can stack them up in there. You've got a little cubby hole, and then there's some worktop space here for phones or cups of tea or drinks, whatever you choose to do. The island bed, I would imagine this is currently retracted, so you can pull that out to make it longer. I don't know facts and figures on the sizes of the beds. This is my first look video, so facts and figures will follow in some more detailed reviews. There are I'm just seeing if there's any storage down the side there or under the bed. Oh, we've got some storage here, look. So storage there under the bed on this model. So 75 4i model. 75 4i. Right, let's power on. So the model we didn't have was the T model. So we've not got that one. So if you want to see that, you'll have to go to a dealership or the show. Last but not least, let's power on. Now, I believe this is the one with the dinette setup in the rear lounge. So let's take a look. Now, this one's been spec'd up with a 2-lay wind-out canopy on it. So this one's got a 2-lay added to it. Price-wise, this is the most expensive one in the range. It's £80,000. 4-berth, 4 travel seats. Again, 3.5 tonnes, payload 357 kilos. Size-wise, this one's 7.48 as well. So we can see the exterior. Now, because of the change in the layout, we have got the garage space here, a small space here. We'll just go round to the rear because this one's also got a bike rack added to it. So if you want the 2-lay bike rack, you can see that added there. If you are adding things like this, be mindful of the payload, 3.5 tonnes, but this one, because it's a larger motorhome, the payload at 357, you'll soon eat into that. So you could always consider upplating if you have your C1. So let's go and have a look at the layout inside. So we'll venture in. Now, this one has got the lounge again at the front, and we have got the slightly longer seating area here, which is nice. So we've got that there, the slightly shorter bench seat there. Now, this layout's very different to what we've seen so far, and we'll see that as we go around. We've got our front cab again with the 2 captain's chairs, the same system. Now, as I say, we've got this area here for lounging, but then what we also have, if we look upwards, is a drop-down bed. So you are still getting a nice drop-down bed here on this one. And then we'll continue round. If I move this way, now on this one, the Thetford Tower Fridge and Freezer is actually here on the off side. So there we go. That is the compressor fridge and freezer on the off side. And then moving round, we'll go into the kitchen. So if you want to come up here, and I'll venture this way. Now, coming down, we have got here our kitchen area. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at this kitchen next. So kitchen on this layout, the 75-4DL, we have got a kitchen here on the near side. So different to what we've seen before, it's set back from the habitation door, got that sink. Again, it's the same appliances as we can see. We've still got the control panel for the Truma, the plugs. Now this one's got the Russell Hobbs microwave here as well, which is a nice addition. I know a lot of people do like a microwave. We've also got the flap as well here for additional worktop space, storage, and then we come back. Now, what is different on this one as well, on the off side here, we have got the all-in-one washroom. So in this, we have got there the sunroof, somewhere to put your towel, and then we've got the shower combined with the sink and the Thetford toilet. There is a shower curtain as well that you can pull round. So a little bit different there. So I would say the compromise on this is that you are getting that smaller shower room there. Now moving back, we have a lounge area, and that's when it says DL, the L stands for lounge on the Bailey. So the lounge area, it's a wraparound, it's the U shape that we can see. So there's loads of space back here to relax in the motorhome, if that's what you like to do. So plenty of relaxation space. There's also a nice little big shelving area here, and that window at the back as well. Storage, we have got, I'll just open this, some shelving here. So somewhere to store your clothes, and then there's a cupboard here, and then coming round we've got more storage here, and then what we have is a drop down bed. So this model has got 2 drop down beds, so you've got one at the front and one back here. There's also as well this privacy screen, so you can at least separate the two separate parts of the motorhome. And then we've got this dark flooring. So this one feels quite spacious. Because the beds are up here, then on a night time, you can choose who goes to bed when. So it does break that space up a little bit and give you more flexibility if you are a family. So I can see why this layout could be quite valuable to families. So that, just have a little swizz round as we go. That's the rear lounge. And that's the front space as well. Right, let me dive out. So there we go. I'll close the door as we go. That is the 75-4DL. So we have looked at 4 of the 5 models for the Adamo range for 2025. The one that's missing is the 75-4T, I believe it is. So that's the one that should be up there, but it's somewhere else today. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a first look at the Ford-based Adamo range from Bailey. These will be at the NEC in October, and they'll also be hitting the dealers soon as well. Maximum price, unless you're putting a lot more extras on, is £80,000. So these are sub £80,000 3.5-ton motorhomes. There we go. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.